behind every sister, there's an older sister holding a bat saying, you want to say that again? Well, you see, with older siblings that tend to be like that, those are the kind that tend to be rough around the edges here and there. But me personally, I know someone who is not like that at all. And the person that is there, or the one that I know, is my older sister Jamie. And she's the most kindest, most sweetest person that you'll ever meet, and I promise you. And I love that about her so much. Some things that she actually has done for me in my life and how she has improved my life. She's helped me physically and mentally. And then she has always been there for me. And lastly, she's an easiest human being to get along with. So, a sister's bond will always be strong, and a sister will be with you through easy and harsh times no matter what. So the first thing that she has done for me, obviously, was help me. This is, with her like wanting to like help me and everything, it's pretty amazing. Because I felt like I never really got like that other kind of connection with like my other siblings, but with her being there to help me, it was amazing. So, a couple things that she's done for me to help me with. First one was a physical thing. I actually scraped my leg at school one time, and it was a very bloody and gory mess, and so she was there for me at home when I went home the exact same day, there volunteering and wanting to help me clean my wound and cut. And it's like, you have to have guts wanting to like touch someone else's blood. Like, it's seriously. And it's like, I'm surprised that she did. And then another time, in 5th grade, I was kind of, let me just say, trouble/slow. I never really tended to do my homework in 5th grade, and I remember this one time I was struggling so hard in 5th grade, wanting to do my homework, and she was there for me to help me with it, and I was just really grateful for that. In other words, not only has she been there to help me with physical and mental stuff, but she was also even there for me. So for her to being there for me personally, it was amazing because I could have someone to look up to, and it was nice. So some situations that I've been there for, or that she's been there for me, I'd have to rant to her about certain things, like how there were certain guys that did not like me back, and it kind of like messed with my feelings, and so obviously I'd be upset about it. So I'd just tell her about it, and she'd listen. And then additionally with that, when I was doing wrestling, I felt like she was the only sibling that would actually stand behind my back and just push me to my limits and just tell me to go and how long I could go for. Therefore, not only has she been there for me like all my times, but she is one of the most easiest human beings to get along with. So having like multiple siblings and knowing other people, it can be really stressful to like favor at least a couple people of them, but not her. I have to actually favor her more than all the other people, because there's this thing in our house, and it's called lefties versus righties, and we're the only lefties in the house, so we always tend to make jokes too and everything about how we're the only lefties, and mostly of my other siblings, they're righties, and so like when we'll be playing certain games and everything, and so that's how we'll be mostly like splitting up the teams, would be like lefties versus righties. So, and I would get along with her because she'd obviously be on my team, and I would just really, really, really appreciate of that. And I could not judge her either because she was on my team, and she would not judge me either. Then besides that, she will not, and I love her for this, she will not argue with me at all out of random like other people will, because those are the kind of people that tend to push my certain buttons, and it will obviously really upset me, and I hate it so much that she will not do it. Like, for instance, some of my siblings, they will argue with me, and it will just really, really get on my nerves. Overall, it's pretty amazing to have an older sister that you can actually get along with. So a sister's bond will always be strong, and a sister will be with you through easy and harsh times no matter what. And with some things ranging from big to small, they tend to be really important. like how she had helped me in my 3rd grade or in 5th grade, and then how she has always been there for me. And then, and lastly, was how she's an easy human being to get along with. As a result, having an older sister is amazing, and I love it. Therefore, in conclusion, I would not change one single thing about her, and she will forever be my favorite human being in the world.